I don't like to call it success. It's just like fulfillment. I want to feel fulfilled in the things that I'm doing. I want to feel fulfilled in my professional work, but also in my personal life. And I feel like they feed into each other.
In these times of great uncertainty, we are constantly reminded that in the face of great challenge, that there is opportunity for growth. Nowhere is that more apparent than in the lives and the careers of artists, storytellers, and entrepreneurs. This is why we're opening up. So the circle for this evening are five, well, including myself, but four incredible creative people from different walks of life. We're going to be speaking with our panelists and having this fluid and beautiful and open conversation surrounding creativity and essentially how to be vulnerable in a professional atmosphere, but also in a creative atmosphere, and how we can use vulnerability as a method of growth.
You guys know me as Jagre. My medium is photography, but I consider myself a storyteller.
Allowing myself to cry, allowing myself to be still, allowing myself to not know what the fuck I'm talking about, and allowing myself to learn, yo. It's hard. In general, just allowing myself to be seen and being present and to exist with everything that we're dealing with in society, of who people expect me to be as a Black, trans, queer, bisexual man, showing up and being seen is all I can say. Being here, being present, allowing myself to be loved and loving people to the way that I know how.
I am a producer. I run a studio called Free Studio and founded the Creator Class. And in addition to that, I'm a visual artist.
My drive and ambition actually ended up in many instances creating like a nervous energy around me that would be a blocker to like really enjoying the process of building a company or collaborating with the people around me. As I go into this season, I'm becoming much more aware of my own spirit and energy within, and to, you know, be much more focused on presence and existing, as Ja says, and letting things unfold according to intentions, but being a lot more open to the ways things may play out.
My name is Nicole Hodges. I am a journalist and I run a project called Men Who Take Baths, which I put men in bubble baths and I interview them about what it means to be a man. I find that eroticism for me is truly a way that I become magnetic and manifest the things that I want. And a lot of that comes from shedding shame and like truly being there in that space. And so that is one for sure, how I kind of ignite, instigate, stoke my creativity by allowing myself to be fully steeped in the moment, in my sexuality, enjoying it without the need to get anywhere in particular can take me to beautiful places. And being able to just sustain that, the way that I live my life is truly expressed in the projects that I create.
I'm a singer, songwriter, producer. So I was at this like crossroads 3 years ago where I lost my voice on tour. And it's a nightmare. Like, I actually had dreams about it before going on tour where I just like would step in front of the mic and my voice would be gone and people would leave. And then it happened right after a show. I was super excited to be there and everything, but my voice just went like a light after I stepped off of stage, and I had to go on vocal rest and I had nodes, just like all that scary stuff. And eventually it led me down this journey of finding a speech therapist last year, because I was getting prepped up to go on tour this year, which obviously isn't happening. So the speech therapy ended up being a lot just like real therapy. So I had to check in with like my intentions of like why I was singing the way that I was singing in the studio. Was I comfortable being able to actually, when Ja was talking about existing, I just related to that heavy, because when you go into the studio and you're creating, it is extremely intimate, and you just have to be there.
I'm a musician and a filmmaker and a multidisciplinary, amongst other things. I think it's about being open and being clear about who you are. So if I can't sing around you, it's a good chance that my body doesn't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Or anything creative. If you can't do something creative around a certain person, it's your body informing you that that person is not to be trusted. There's such a beauty to finding it within yourself and trusting your own inner voice and being comfortable and comforted with your own art outside of the constructs or the opinions of other people. Vulnerability really does connect us to one another and helps us to get out of our minds and out of our heads. That's how I feel right now. I feel so, in this moment, I feel connected. I feel connected to all of you, and I have so much gratitude for that connectivity. It was a pleasure and an honor to have everyone here. Thank you, family, for being here and for joining us and posing your questions as well, and feeling safe enough to open up in that manner and in that way. That means so much to us. We would like to thank our sponsor, Open Wines. And Open Wines, we give gratitude for. They are on a mission to inspire everyone to open up and experience the joy of being accepted for who we really are. We're very grateful for their support of this timely conversation.